Quick update on this horrific story concerning Tim Norman, um, which is the son of Robbie Montgomery, who owns Sweetie Pies. This Everybody knows the story. He is accused of being involved in the murder of his own nephew. Well, a third person was arrested today or charged today, and it was this guy that's in the picture with Tim. He's a St. Louis record producer turned life insurance agent. He was indicted today in connection with the alleged murder for hire plot to kill the grandson of Sweetie Pie's owner, Robbie Montgomery. The producer of the Nelly hit album, Nellyville, and I'm going to attempt to pronounce his last name, which is Yaghnam. Yaghnam is the third person charged in the case after Montgomery's son and a Memphis, Tennessee woman were charged Wednesday with facilitating the scheme. Yaghnam, and I'm probably pronouncing his name incorrectly, he's 42 years old, faces one charge of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud, as the federal prosecutors say he worked with Tim to fraudulently obtain a life insurance policy on his nephew, Andre Montgomery Jr. Yaghnam, I know I'm pronouncing his name incorrectly, worked as Norman's insurance agents, and that's according to prosecutors. Prosecutors said the two of them made false statements on the life insurance application for Montgomery Jr., lying about the teen's income, network, medical history, employment, and family background. Now, it was another content creator that said today that he even said that he was married with a family, and like it says here, and she also said that they lied concerning, his family status, that he, was married with a home, I guess. This is Ellis. She is the girl they say that is a stripper who was one of the three people charged with this plot for hire for murder. 4 days after Montgomery's death, prosecutors says Norman contacted the agent, Yaghnam, his insurance agent, to collect the benefit. Prosecutors say the policy was worth $200,000. So $200,000 was the specified amount or the face amount, as well as a $200,000 accidental death benefit rider that would pay out if Montgomery died of something other than natural causes. Now, I will say this. I don't think someone being murdered falls under accidental. So it depends on the provision in that contract, whether or not an insurance company would have paid had not he been the suspect. However, other than natural causes, and another $50,000 rider that will pay out if Montgomery died in the next 10 years. So he took this policy out on the young man, I think they said when he was 18. So he would have to collect within those 10 years to collect all of these amounts. So it was broken down. It was $200,000 face amount or the specified amount, and then a $200,000 accidental death benefit rider, and then another $50,000 rider if he would have passed away within 10 years. This agent wasn't very smart, but he went from being a producer to an agent, and they came up with the scheme. Surely this was going to be an ongoing thing, because between all of these people that would have had to been involved, Ellis, who they say is a stripper, this agent who used to be a producer, Tim Norman, and then I'm still trying to figure out who was the actual shooter. So you got to pay all of this money is being split between all of these people. So it must have been some more folk that unfortunately may have lost their life had they not been caught. Norman and Tarika Ellis, 36, of Memphis, were indicted by the federal grand jury Thursday after each was charged one day earlier with conspiracy to commit murder for hire or murder for hire resulting in death. Norman was also indicted Thursday on an additional charge of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud. If convicted, the maximum penalty for conspiracy to commit murder for hire is life imprisonment or death and a $250,000 fine. The maximum penalty for conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud is 20 years imprisonment and a fine of $250,000. So if convicted, he could possibly get the death penalty himself or life in prison. So this is the most recent update on this, like I said, this horrible story concerning an uncle taking out his own nephew. Now, I will say, he's been charged. He's not been found guilty. So this is an alleged conviction. Well, what should I say? Allegedly, he plotted to murder his nephew. I should say it that way. He has not been found guilty. Everybody gets their day in court. This is Miss Cruiser. Please like, share, and subscribe.